I'm Ellie Walsh. Today is day 5 of the 90-day video challenge. And today I'm going to talk to you about how your brain works. Now, not rocket science, not brain surgery, and I'm not going into a bunch of these big words. I probably couldn't say them anyways. But this is a big piece. When you understand how your brain works, you will stop beating yourself up for not making the changes you've been trying to make. You will stop beating yourself up for not reaching the goals you've been trying to reach. Because what you'll realize is you've been approaching it in not a productive way. When you understand how the brain works, then we can work with the brain. So yesterday I talked about that programming, that we've gathered information as from little, and then we live it, so we anchor it, and we have belief systems. All a belief is a thought that has been thought over and over and over again. And of course, and you've been anchoring it because you've been living it. And that's, if I'm thinking it and I'm vibrating it, I'm living it. So we're back to law of attraction with that. So we have these belief systems, and you say, well, what are they? And, what's standing in my way? And here's another aspect of that. When you are coming from the perspective of a belief system, you can't really consciously see it because you are in it. Get that? So something goes on. This is how the brain works. Something goes on. The brain's kind of a computer. You already have a belief system in there. Maybe it's, I'm not really good at doing this kind of stuff on the internet. And that belief system kicks in. You don't really see it because you're coming from it. So you can't pinpoint it at that moment. So yesterday I gave you the most important tool you can use here. And it sounds so simple, it might went right over your head. And that is, because we've been talking about this, you now are raising your awareness level, which is huge, just starting to raise your awareness level on this. When you find yourself in that you feel yourself, you have tension or you're sad or whatever doesn't feel good, you then want to say, how can I experience this differently? And then notice. Because the minute you ask that question, in essence, you have short-circuited that pattern of neurons. You haven't created a new one yet. You have short-circuited it. And you have a difference. So notice the difference. Number one, what you're noticing is the minute you do that, well, look how powerful you are, and that you can experience it differently. And you can take it further and further, and we'll talk about that. But there's nothing wrong with you. You're not dumb, or you're not good at those things. You have belief systems and, in essence, set points that have been holding you where you are. And yes, you can change them. And no, it doesn't take a gazillion years to do it. It's about understanding, oh, my brain is working like this. All right, this is my brain working. And I'm going to work with it instead of against it. When you try to force yourself to do things, you're working against the way your brain works. So when you're setting goals, I want you to feel them and see how you're comfortable with them. And if you're feeling it's a goal you really want and you feel real uncomfortable with it, don't scratch it off the paper. This is what you say. How can I experience that differently? How can I see this situation differently? How can I feel differently about that? And then notice. And all you need to do at this point is notice there's a difference. If you have to ask the question again, ask it again. You can carry that on that you will notice a big difference. If you get any questions, you can ask them here or come on over to the Facebook page. Please ask your questions and let me know if you're asking the question. And let me know the differences you are noticing. I will see you tomorrow on day 6. Have a great day.